So hey y'all, I'm back. It has been a hot minute since I've been on here. I just guess I don't know. Just, it takes a lot of time to do this and I'm not quite ready for that. Still getting my feet wet with the whole homeschooling thing. So I'm here, it's the end of the year. What I have for you right now is just a sneak peek of my curriculum haul that I've gotten. I'm not really going to go over who it's for much, just quickly show you kind of an unboxing, kind of a not. I did open the boxes to make sure stuff was in there, so I have seen it, but I haven't really like perused it in depth for the most part. So what I have here is, I do have a Christmas gift I got. I have some stuff from Christian Book. I have a couple things from Amazon, a couple things from the dollar store, and then the Good and the Beautiful. So let's jump in. So the first thing I got here, this was a Christmas present from my mother-in-law, and I'm excited. I'm still figuring out exactly how I'm going to use it, but she got me the entire Tuttle Twins set of books, complete with the workbooks. I have those on the computer. I'll print them off one at a time. So I'm not totally sure when we're going to be using this, trying to put it all together, but it's got all 12 books here. So you've got The Law, The Miraculous Pencil, The Creature from Jekyll Island, The Food Truck Fiasco, The Road to Serfdom, The Golden Rule, The Search for Atlas, Their Spectacular Business, The Fate of the Future, The Education Vacation, The Messed Up Market, and The Leviathan Crisis. So, I can't wait to tell you what I'm thinking about how I'm going to implement that, but that will be coming later. Like I said, it's just a little sneak peek, a little unboxing if you want, I guess. Okay, let's see what's in this book. Okay, so first we have a small Amazon haul. So this, let's see, we have the Easy Peasy Physics and Chemistry printables for grades 1 through 4. And so that really is just everything that I would have printed out doing it myself. These are really cheap, super affordable, and I decided I was probably going to do everything in this one. I may still order some things for them, but for now this is the only one I'm going to try this out and see how I like it. I have Evan Moore Building Spelling Skills, grade 4. Never used this before. And again, I'll explain where it's going in our curriculum when I kind of get that more figured out. This is the Easy Peasy First Reader. This is supposed to be for grade 1. But this thing is hefty. It's a little intimidating. I'm not really sure how this is going to go, but we'll see. The chunks are short. It's 180 lessons, but it's very, as Easy Peasy is, it's just very black and white. There's nothing like colorful and exciting about it. So I'll let you know my plans for this. And then we have our Explode the Code 2. Many people are familiar with this, and this is just moving forward. Again, simple, black and white. It does have pictures. So this was all from Amazon. That's where I get a lot of my workbooks. These next couple things, these things are from consignment sales. Again, I don't know if I'm using all this or when or how. So I've got Clark Smart Parents, Clark Smart Kids. So I'm going to spend the summer reading through this, trying to figure out if and when and how I'm going to use this. But it does have a workbook at the end and activities to do with your kids for them. Okay, this is just a Sudoku book for kids. Okay, Sudoku can be for anyone. So it starts with the easiest levels. level 1 and works its way up. So I do have plans for this. And then this is book 1 of the Draw Write Now series. Now we do have a handwriting curriculum, but I've always been interested in using this. I found it at a curriculum sale, or consignment sale, I guess, for, I don't know, it was like 50 cents. So I picked it up, and I am going to try and figure out how to use it in some way with a couple of my kids. So, yeah, we'll see. So next, that's my consignment sale stuff for the upcoming year. This stuff is probably mostly for the summer, but this is stuff from the Dollar Tree. So I've got first grade subtraction, and this is nice and colorful and fun and simple. So first grade subtraction and first grade addition, same thing. And then first grade spelling puzzles. Just simple, very straightforward, but colorful and fun with little activities. And then a first grade phonics workbook. So again, these are mostly for the summer and just a little supplement type stuff. We used it this year. I've also got the first grade morning starters. These, I used the kindergarten morning starters once a week this past year during kindergarten, and they were great. So I just wanted to keep going with these. And then we have an Avengers multiplication workbook. So this will just, it does do some timed test in it. Mostly it's just practicing his simple facts up through 10. So got to keep that up. Okay, next we have Christian book. So we have a Progeny Press study guide, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. This is going to be a group effort with my 4th grader and my 7th grader, because this is grades 4 through 7. So we're going to work on this together. So it's very simple. It's not huge. It does take some time though, because there are things for every few chapters. And then I do not know if I'm going to use these or not, or how I'm going to incorporate them. But we have the level 1 180 days of social studies and 180 days of science. We used the kindergarten ones this year. They are nothing fancy, but they do kind of get the job done. Make sure he's getting things on his level, because we do a lot of history and science as a group subject, but a lot of times that kind of skips that very basic kindergarten, first grade, like, hey, we were going to talk about community helpers, or, you know, what is the Pledge of Allegiance, and, you know, where does it come from? All those, like, really simple, like, you know, nuts and bolts things, because he's mixed in with his older brothers, and I just want to make sure that doesn't get lost. And so I've got these once again for this year. Now, he doesn't always join us for science and history. That's kind of an if he wants to until about the 2nd grade. So he's still kind of in that, I want to make sure he's still doing something. So these will be used for that. Right now we use them just once a week. So we won't even fully finish it this year. We'll probably finish it over the summer. So again, this will just be used off and on. Kind of let him pick which subjects, pick and choose which subjects we want to learn about. But that's what that is. And then, of course, we've got our tests and worksheets for Saxon 6-5, because I do not print these. These are not that expensive. So I just let them consume the workbooks on their own, because we use them every day. So, okay, is that everything? Yes. They send me a lot of catalogs, so it always feels like there's a lot more in here. Okay, and now on to the Good and the Beautiful. This one, I did wrap this all back up in its, sorry, bumped the camera. Okay. I did wrap this all back up in its bubble wrap, so it's going to seem like an unboxing, but I just didn't want it to get damaged. So, yeah. Okay, and I tried to kind of group it by subject. They had it pretty grouped by subject when they sent it to me, so it's still pretty grouped by subject. Okay, so we have our level 1 reader. Okay, this is a little more colorful than the one from Easy Peasy, but and a little more simple, bigger writing. He can probably read this now. I need to look through. I've never done level 1, and so I need to see how it's incorporated. Right now for kindergarten, it was just they can start reading, have them read it to you, let them read the book, like, and it just gave certain points in which like they were ready to move to the next section. If it's like that, I pretty much just gave him the kindergarten reader and told him to have at it. We read it together when we felt like, so I made sure he was actually getting the words right. If level 1 is similar, then we will do that. If it is incorporated more into the lessons the way levels 2 and 3 are, in which they have questions about them, then we'll wait. So, but this is his reader. For levels 2 and 3, I do the readers. I keep them online so I don't buy them. I can download them for free because at that age they're pretty good at being able to read it on the computer. But with him still kind of being a new reader, I wanted him to just really have this hands-on and being able to hold it, being able to go sit in his bed, whatever it was he needed to do. So there it is. Okay, so we've got Little Lord Fauntleroy. This goes with the level 6 curriculum. It is pretty much the only book I buy with their curriculum, but this is incorporated in it. Level 6 is not free, so I couldn't just download this, and so because of that I did buy it. I have never read this, so I may read this over the summer so I'll know what he's doing, but that's level 6. Okay, and then we got the level 6 reader again because level 6 is not one of the free levels. It's not worth it to me to buy it on the computer. It only saves me a few bucks to get the PDF version instead of the hard copy version. And it is always nicer to read things like in your hands. So while my kids don't mind reading stuff online, and there is stuff they will be reading online for different curriculum, if I'm gonna have to buy it anyways, then I'm just gonna get the hard copy. So along with Little Lord Fauntleroy, he also has this reader. This one is not colorful with lots of pretty pictures like the other because he's in level 6. He'll be in 7th grade. The other book we got with them, this goes with some of our history, is called Mystery on Constitution Island. We will be doing this as a read aloud together. It says that, well, let me look at these. Let's see. Okay, it says, so learning about the U.S. Constitution becomes an exciting adventure when the Bailey family sets out to explore a private island in search of answers to mysterious riddles left by their late grandfather. A maritime mistake sparks a chain of events, bringing to light a valuable artifact and an unexpected threat. An accompaniment to the Good and the Beautiful U.S. Government and Constitution course, this fact-filled adventure story provides the perfect setting for parents and children to come together and learn more about the foundation and significance of the U.S. Constitution. So that's this one. I guess let me, in case you don't know what Little Lord Fauntleroy is, because I don't, let me read this to you. It says, 7-year-old Cedric gets quite a shock when he is whisked away from the streets of New York to an English stately home. He gets an even bigger shock when he discovers he'll inherit a great fortune and a title. Cedric is daunted to meet the grandfather he's never seen before, who's mean and selfish. But Cedric, now known as Little Lord Fauntleroy, is a very unusual boy who takes it all in stride. Sounds interesting. Next we have handwriting. So level 1 for my upcoming 1st grader is very similar to what he was doing in kindergarten. The book is just bigger. I don't even think the letters are much smaller. No, the letters get a little smaller towards the end. So very similar, and he loved it. This was definitely one of his highlights, so he'll enjoy that. For my upcoming 4th grader, he's moving to handwriting level 4. Level 3 was the introduction to cursive, so it was cursive just letters, and then the words that he was writing were print. This one's going to start putting them together a little bit more. Now, my fourth grader does not love to write. Therefore, he was not a huge fan of the handwriting portion of this, but he is a huge fan of the little art projects. The Good and the Beautiful has art projects at the bottom of each page, and he sometimes got really into those, which slowed him down a little, which I'm fine with. So we haven't quite finished level 3 yet. We'll work on it some maybe over the summer or the beginning of next year, but I'm not in a rush. We just want to continue moving forward. And then my upcoming 7th grader is also still doing handwriting. He's in handwriting 5. He never learned cursive in public school, so he started learning it in the 5th grade when he was first homeschooled with me. We didn't really use a curriculum, so it didn't go awesome. He just got kind of the basics down. Because of that, this year I just moved him into 4, and now he'll be in 5. He actually likes this better than his younger brother does, but again, he is always going to complain about it, even though as soon as he starts, he really gets into it and seems to enjoy it. I guess it's just he thinks he's supposed to complain. I don't know. We also have in here our so I got 2 of the U.S. Constitution student journals to go with the Constitution course from The Good and the Beautiful. I got them both for the grades 4 through 8, because they will be in those grades. I considered the younger level because I thought that maybe my first grader would sit in with us, but they're mostly coloring pages. I could print off some coloring pages for him if I really want to. I don't think he's really going to be sitting with us. I haven't really figured out when during the day I'm going to be doing this. So, you can just see it has fill in the blanks about different people, information about different documents. It does have some coloring pages back here. So I'll tell you how this all pieces together later. On to the bottom section. I have here the answer key for level 6 because this is not available online like the other levels are. And I need it when it comes to certain grammar things. Mostly when they have to like edit something, I struggle myself to make sure I find all the mistakes. So mostly that's what I need it for, but it does help. Periodically I'll have a question of if something is being done right or not. So at this stage, I need an answer key. And then here is his level 6 course book. Still just as pretty as before. There's a lot of geography in this one, I noticed. The little glance through I did. And it's really upping the writing game. So I'm actually really excited. And they're going back to pastels. So let me pull it. Here we have the level 4. We have done this one with my older son, and so now my next one we're doing it. I really enjoyed the level 4 for the most part. But I think that my son's gonna struggle a little because it has that is the course book, and then it has this spelling and writing workshop. And I'm not sure he's gonna love having 2 separate things. I may have to treat it like 2 separate curriculum. Like here is your grammar curriculum versus here's your writing curriculum, because he's not gonna love me giving all of it. I think it's gonna overwhelm him. So, but I really liked it. I love where it takes them in the writing with this. Like, I really see a lot of growth, and I can't figure out how to turn these pages. So I can only turn to writing workshops or spelling workshops. Where's the writing workshop? There we go. So this one's really good. Now, level 4. So everyone says, you know, one of their big things is that they include geography and art within theirs. And I see it some in levels like kindergarten through 3. There's some art appreciation type things. But it really starts to step all of that up in level 4. There's a lot more geography. There's decent geography in level 3, actually. We've done some good stuff in level 3. But the art really picks up, along with learning a little bit about specific artists. They start doing specific art projects. Let me see if I can find an example. In level 4, we do pastels. Okay, so here's where they're learning about Monet. Sorry, give me a second. Okay, well here's where they learn about Vincent van Gogh. So they will learn about Van Gogh, and then they will do a project with pastels. This is towards the end of the book, after they've learned a lot of techniques, where you can see they will create their own kind of version of Starry Night. And it walks them through step by step. This is step 22 to get to the end. And this was such a fun project. So we learned a lot about pastels and how to use them. Then in level 5, we moved and did watercolors, which I've really enjoyed doing with my current 6th grader. But next year, level 6, I believe, is taking him back to pastels. So they will both be doing pastels next year, which is really fun. Yeah, so they're doing more pastels. They'll just be doing different projects, and I am really excited for that. I think that's going to be fun to see what he remembers about the techniques before and carrying them on. My kids are not necessarily super artistic. I'm not very artistic, but we've really been having a lot of fun with that. So I'm excited about doing these 2 levels in conjunction with each other. So that is the curriculum that I have, and yeah, I can't wait to tell you, put it all together into specific levels combined with what I already have held over from years before, or that I bought last year. I've got some stuff I bought last year, and show you how it's all going to come together. So y'all have a great day.